Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday morning. Let's give the Lord a hand clap of applause before we start here. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that came out yesterday and helped with the fall festival. It was an awesome time, awesome fellowship. I know a lot of people came. Great time. So just thank y'all. Thank everybody that was a part of it. And for the ones that missed it, we'll see y'all next year. And one other little thing I want to show. Julianne put this in my pocket at some point, I don't know when, at the fall festival. I'm not sure who she got it from. It may have been, was it Aaron? Okay. For some reason, I had Jenny in my mind. I thought Julianne said Jenny. Well, I'll just say this. Little Jesus, it's big Jesus with me. But same time, long time ago, when I was about Julianne and Carter and Noah's age, my dad got a little bit of trouble here and there, just an average teenager, but he gave me a worry rock. If anybody ever knows what a worry rock is, you keep it in your pocket, and I kept this thing in my pocket for like years and years. Hate to say it, I don't know what happened to it, but anyway, I reached in my pocket yesterday afternoon, and I found this, and I was like, what? And then I went over to Julianne. I said, this had to be her, just something that she would do. I said, who put this in my pocket? She said, it was me. And Aaron, I want more. I think everybody needs one of these. I think I'm going to start putting little Jesus in my pocket every day, y'all. I am. It is. When times get tough and we all love Jesus, but there are times that we just get caught up in the flesh. And everybody, it's just a little reminder. So I'm going to put little Jesus in my pocket. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Julianne, for putting that on me. But anyway, I think it'd be cool to get more. Where'd you get it from? Like, do they come in like a pack of 50 maybe? All right, well, there you go. I think we all need one. And I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna keep it. But if there's more, I'd like another couple, or either I'll buy that pack of 100 for myself and distribute them out. I thought about taking them to my guys at work, because we in the construction field, everybody knows you got a lot of guys that are believers like me, but then you got guys that aren't. And this is going to be a good little thing. I've already decided I'm going to start passing these out at work when I get my hands on them. Put that in your pocket so you can always have Jesus with you. He may be little, but he's big in your heart. So with that, he's going back in my pocket. So everybody needs a little Jesus. That's right. And so with that, if everybody would please stand, we'll go to prayer this morning. And instead of me saying a prayer today, I want everybody to join me in saying the Lord's Prayer, if you will. So with that, if everybody would please bow your heads, and we will start now. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Thank you, and you may be seated. And with that, if everybody would please flip over to the back of your bulletin. Would like to wish happy birthdays to Robbie, Alex, Laura Baker, Katrina, Robert, and others in October. It's right here. Thank you for all the help at the Fall Festival. Yes, it was an awesome time. Today, Children's Church Jam with Miss Tina. Today also is Juniors class with Miss Lena. Wednesday night, October 30th, Wednesday night Bible study with Mr. Kenny at 7:30. Come if you can. If not, please watch online. It's an awesome time. November the 3rd, daylight savings time. Set clocks backwards. Boo! I'm just going to say it. I cannot stand the time change. November the 9th, Desperate for Jesus Ladies Conference Lunch. November 18th, the ladies and men's Bible study at Debbie and I's house. Thanksgiving theme, 7 p.m. I'm sure there will be a sign-up sheet back there. Correct, Debbie, right? Sign-up sheet will be back there. We'll put it back there next week. That way we can go ahead and start getting everybody to sign up for their most yummy dish. November 28th is Thanksgiving. December, I went ahead and wrote down dates. December the 6th for all men. December the 6th through the 8th, men's camping trip has been confirmed, booked at Fort Yargo. We've got us a cabin. You can stay one night, you can stay 2 nights. We'll figure all that out in the details later. Just be prepared for a good time and some good cooking. December the 7th, ladies' Christmas lunch. There's a sign-up sheet also for that. And then December the 13th is the church Christmas party at Debbie and I's house at 7 p.m. I'm sure we're doing the white elephant gift, so be prepared. What's the $10 on that gift? So bring your best $10 gift, and I will take it from you. And then December, and also I've wrote something else down. We are also, as a men's group, we're going to nail this down though. We are planning to sponsor a family for Christmas this year. And we're going to work the details out on that also, but that is in the works. So if all guys would like to jot down that little note, we're going to be sponsoring a family, getting Christmas up, maybe a dinner, a few gifts, more details to come on that. And then please just remember everybody in your daily prayer, and welcome any guest. We've got one new guest, Noah. Welcome, Noah. This is Julianne's friend. And we've got Nehemiah back there with Carter for the 4th time, so she is now confirmed member. 2 times you're a member, 4 times you're in there. I mean, it's just so. I didn't. And then also there is devotion. There's a couple of slots left open on the devotion sheet. We love hearing from Miss Brenda, y'all. We absolutely love her. But she will tell you as she comes up here, please sign up so she doesn't have to do this every week. There are 2 slots left open on that sheet. If you feel that your name needs to be on that sheet, please sign up when we get done with service. And with that, she's already up here. Let's give a hand clap of encouragement. Thank you.
You're so sweet. Good morning. Well, my experience with my little Jesus was a little bit different. I told Erin about it this morning. She gave me one yesterday, and I stuck it in my pocket. So last night, when I go to get in the shower, I take it out of my pocket. I just put it on the counter at the sink. Get in the shower, get out, scream, bloody murder. It looked like a bug. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. And it was actually Jesus. So it was a little different for me. But yeah, we all need a little Jesus. In John chapter 5, verse 1 through 9, and I actually signed up for this weekend next week. God has a purpose in it. So I'm good. And I don't mind filling in when somebody is, something's come up and they need to do it. I don't mind doing that. Because the Lord gets me prepared, and I've spent time with the Lord, and I can't complain, But I do enjoy everybody else speaking. Lena, I enjoy you when you speak, because I know that the Lord puts it on your hearts to do that. Jenny was excellent last week. As a matter of fact, y'all give her a little hand clap there, because she did do good. All right, we're going to go back. John chapter 5, verse 1 through 9. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in Hebrew tongue the Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. They were sick, lame, and paralyzed. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first, after the troubling of the water, stepped in and was made whole of whatever disease he had. And a certain man was there which had an infirmity for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool, but while I am coming, another stepped down before me. Jesus said unto him, Rise, take up thy bed, and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed and walked, and the same day was the Sabbath. I know we've all heard this story about the stirring of the water at the pool of Bethesda and how the man was healed. The pool of Bethesda was in Jerusalem, and it provided water for the temple. The paralyzed man had been sick for 38 years. Think about that. 38 years he'd been sick. That was longer than Jesus had been born at the time. For 38 years, the man sat at the temple gate, waiting to be healed and waiting for an angel would come and stir that water. He waited for his miracle. The only problem was the man couldn't walk, so he couldn't get to the water in time to be healed, and no one would help him. And what made it even worse is when the people would basically step over him and push him out of the way so they could get to the water before the water stopped stirring, because they wanted to be healed. We don't know how long this man was, how old the man was, but we do know he had been sick for 38 years. The paralyzed man's disability more than likely had become his livelihood by sitting at the gate where people would give to him. He had become a fixture at the gate, waiting for the angel to come stir the water. Did he really want to be healed? Had he given up hope? For 38 years, that's a long time to wait, especially when you're paralyzed and you can't do the basic things for yourself. The paralyzed man knew the angel was from the Lord, and he knew that was his only hope. So no, he didn't give up, or he wouldn't have been waiting for 38 years at the pool of Bethesda. Jesus showed up and asked the man if he wanted to be made whole. The man responded by explaining he couldn't be healed. Why he couldn't be healed, he was explaining to Jesus. But Jesus told him to rise, take up his bed, and walk. In Psalm 77:14, you are the God who does miracles. You have shown people your power. The man didn't question Jesus. He didn't ask to be put into the water that he had waited 38 years to be immersed in. But he stood up, he took up his bed, and he walked. He felt the power of God through the voice of Jesus, and he knew he had received his miracle. In Psalms 86:10, indeed, you are great, a worker of miracles. You alone are God. The man didn't give up, even though it took him 38 years for him to receive his miracle. The man thought his miracle would come by the stirring of the water, but Jesus had another plan. Neither should we give up because it hasn't happened the way we think it should, but wait for the spiritual pool of Bethesda, for Jesus to show up and for him to tell you to stand, take up your bed, and walk. Whatever your miracle is that you're waiting on, don't give up, because Jesus is going to show up, ask you, do you want to be made whole? Praise team, y'all come on up.